Madam Chair, board members, Ms. Snee Johnson, and Mr. Cantrell, Mr. Bennett, and Ms. Morgan. I'm very, I don't know if excited is the right word, for the principals, the work that we've done. You all have heard, we met yesterday as well. It's been a work in progress, and I feel like, you know, going behind the three principals, it's like I don't have a lot to say, but I will go through my slides because you're going to hear it again and again and again, because what I have is what we've already talked about with our plan. But I think from my standpoint, from instruction, again, I thank the principals, Ms. Snee Johnson, board members, for your support. As educators, we are all concerned for student and staff well-being and providing the best instructional program possible for all of our students, whether it be in a remote setting, virtual learning, or in person through the hybrid model. We as school division leaders have been working diligently, as you've heard, to plan for a variety of instructional options in advance of the 2020-2021 school year. And as always, we have a long-standing investment and commitment of student learning and achievement, infrastructure, device access, and you'll hear more about that in a few minutes, instructional resources, and sustained teacher training required for traditional, blended, and online learning. Can you advance, please? Since mid-March, when we began the pandemic endeavor, the administrative team has acted deliberately to future-proof our school division so that we're able to serve families, whether families choose learning within the buildings or learning from home, the distance model. The school, excuse me, the school division has increased device and internet access. We have acquired key instructional applications, and we have provided and will continue to provide a multitude of professional learning opportunities for our teachers to make sure that they are comfortable and confident with best practices in all learning modalities for all students, including blended and virtual learning. Virtual learning is likely new to a lot of our students and families. It's flexible. It's an alternative instructional approach to the traditional school experience. All of the important structures that we have on a daily basis in a normal school setting, such as attendance, grading, assessment, that will also be part of the online and virtual learning component. These three components are all vital for student success. As you've already heard, we have worked to purchase enough personal learning devices so that each student, kindergarten through high school seniors, will have their own school division issued tablet or Chromebook. For Ms. Morgan's students in K through 2, they will have a touchscreen tablet, and students in grades 3 through 12 will have a Chromebook. Also, in addition to an electronic device, through the survey that we conducted, we were able to gain insight on the number of students that we think will need internet access. Some of those students in the spring were provided internet access via hotspot. Those students were high school students. So we will work with some of our providers, such as Verizon, US Cellular, to provide hotspots for students who would need internet access outside of the school setting. And as always, the school division and staff, we are always committed to breaking down barriers to access and student achievement. Okay, you've heard about in-person and hybrid learning and also virtual learning. If you think about it, in-person is what we're accustomed to. The virtual is the 100% remote, and then the hybrid is a blend of both methods. At the bottom of the screen, the virtual learning outreach, the very last couple sentences. I think it's a good way to summarize. Virtual Virginia Outreach defines blended learning as a formal educational program in which students have some element of control over the time, the place, the path, and the pace of their learning. Learning delivered in both class and online, and the modalities are connected to provide an integrated learning experience. Middle paragraph, training has occurred during the summer to offer teachers support for working in a virtual environment. And as the administrative team, as well as probably many of the teachers that you will talk to, we feel that to be successful, we have to provide professional development for our teachers. We have to make sure that they are confident, that they know what we expect, they know what they need to do to deliver the instruction to the students. So the school division has offered professional development opportunities throughout the summer related to Google Classroom, Performance Matters, Virtual Virginia Outreach, and Canvas, which is the learning management system for Virtual Virginia, and also how to best navigate through virtual settings through emotional, social-emotional learning, trauma-informed care, and positive behavioral intervention strategies. Also, we have recognized, I think that's further in the next few slides, we have recognized that our parents and our students will need instruction, will need to learn how to learn in an online environment successfully. So we do plan to provide training for our parents, for our students, before we expect everyone to be 100% with the online environment. Okay, I think I'm ready to move again. Yeah. Our survey, as I mentioned earlier on the right side, that Ms. Nee Johnson talked about in the beginning, the online survey, 96 of the respondents want their children to return to school in person or virtual, and there were some that wanted to do the virtual and the take-home packets. 93% of the students have internet access of the students surveyed. 87% believe that their internet speed will accommodate virtual learning. 63% of the students indicated that they do need a device provided by Covington City Public Schools. And 80% of the parents and guardians believe that they are comfortable enough with technology to assist their child with virtual learning. And 30 students approximately have indicated that they would need internet access provided at their home. And I think I've already talked about that. And one more time, maybe. Assessment. Even though students are learning online, they will still be graded, just like in the classroom. We will still have formative assessments and snapshots throughout the school year, which is very important to provide a teacher with insights into student learning gaps. Since we were out of school for a few months in the spring, we recognize the fact that there will be gaps and that we will need to remediate, and we may need to back up and teach again. Professional development, just to finish up on that. Staff will be trained about transitioning from face-to-face to virtual learning full-time if schools have to close due to a case, or if we go back into phase 2, as Mr. Bennett indicated. And so far we have indicated to our teachers that we all know how to teach in the classroom, so that's really not an issue or a problem. It's that online component. So if we can prepare for online instruction, whether it be full-time or through the hybrid model, that's where we need to do our work and focus on our efforts to make sure that we are as successful as we can be, whether it's online or the blended hybrid model. And that might be all. I'll say that. So again, for professional development, so far we had 45 teachers to date doing professional development over the summer to prepare us to make sure that we can provide the best instructional program possible to all of our students and to help our families in any way. And unless there's something that happens with our Chromebooks and tablets, because I understand there are millions being ordered throughout the country, we hope to be ready on September the 9th to distribute those and get our students going online.